What's up, y'all? It's me, Jerome, and I'm back with another video. So y'all see my little spread here? I finally did it. I did a mukbang. Oh, and it's echo in here. I hope y'all can hear okay. I changed the scenery and said, let me come downstairs and eat in the kitchen, bar area, living room, everything combined in one. But anyway, I'm back. I am about to eat my food and tell y'all a story. I just got back in the house. I've been chilling all day. I got my food, y'all, from, where did I get this from? Let me see. Wild Crab. So shouts out to Wild Crab in Decatur, Georgia. But anyway, I had a good day today, y'all. I rest and tripped out with my friend Deidre. She came down here last night, or no, she didn't come last night. She came yesterday evening or early evening, late afternoon. And gosh, what am I gonna do? I put it right in the sink. She came down here because our best friend Casey, which I'm gonna throw a picture right there. I need to move over, but I'll just throw what I can fit it in. Our best friend Casey, her sister TT, 50th birthday party. It was her birthday. So she threw her a nice party. And when I tell y'all, I need a damn napkin or a wet wipe. But anyway, when I tell y'all that party was the best motherfucking setup ever. The best setup. It was so much going on, y'all. Casey was like, I'm not gonna say she was upset, but she had a lot of stress on her because she put so much into this party. But she put so much in the party, had stuff so planned, but she had stuff going on so much, y'all. It wasn't even like time to think about nothing else. Like, she had all these like photo booth setups and just stuff that we can just do, take pictures, laugh, mingle. Like, the venue was like really, really big. But anyway, it was so nice, so nice. Like, it was so nice we didn't even want to go home. That's how fun it was. But anyway, Deidre came down for that. We got home. We were going through those damn pictures. Y'all, we took so many pictures. We were tired of looking at them. Like, it was so many. But we did manage to put a lot of pictures on Instagram. So y'all check out my Instagram. I'm gonna leave my name in the description below, but my handle is 57shawty. F-I-V-E, the number 7, S-H-A-W-T-Y. But damn, this is so good. But anyway, we posted pictures there, and that was that. So it was pretty fun, it was dope. But anyway, she ended up leaving today to go back home to Columbus. And damn, this is so good. Oh my God, y'all. I don't even know if I better tell this damn story than I want to tell y'all. But anyway, she ended up going back home. I ended up cleaning up, being lazy, washing clothes and all that stuff like that, which I still got a lot I need to do. Because I'm going to be going out of town to spend time with my nieces. So that's going to be fun. But anyway, y'all came here for the real story. Red beans and rice. Which I should have had a bowl of damn red beans and rice during this story. But anyway, this story is going to be great, as they all are. But this was a good one that happened to me last year. Was it August or September? August. It was last year, August, I want to say. It could be September. But anyway, I met this guy. And I call him Red Beans and Rice because he's from Louisiana. But I met this guy, and he was really sweet, really nice, really cool. He had good conversation, so on and so forth. And just to remind y'all back so I can tell y'all everything, I actually conversed with him in June. Yeah, I conversed with him in June, and that didn't work out because when we end up linking back together in August, I'll just say August, September, He was actually talking to another guy, and the other guy that he was talking to, he wanted to see where that relationship carried on. Well, it didn't carry on, and then that's how I came into the picture, you know, a few weeks after or a month after or whatever. So that was that. And y'all, I don't know what y'all opinions are with that. Drop down in the comments, but I'm fine with that. Because at the end of the day, I love dating, and that's what dating's all about. You meet a few people, you mingle with a few people, you like a few people, you don't like a few people, it is what it is. I can really, really respect someone that tell me, hey, I was talking to you with someone at the same time, I decided with them, that's it. Now, some people are like, you had your chance and go. Child, ain't even that serious, because I don't even know who I'm going to make it with anyway. But anyway, I met him. I actually got to meet him. And when I met him, he had an accident, a bad car accident. He had a bad car accident where he was like homebound, chairbound, bedbound or whatever, because his legs, well, one leg was broken and one leg was good or not that good or something, I don't know, but he was in a bad car accident. And so that's when he met me. So, long story short, well, not no long story short, because it's gonna be long. I ended up going over his house to meet him. And I knew that, you know, the situation he was in, because he had to have a lot of friends over. His family came down to take care of him, you know, just to make sure he's good or whatever, because, you know, he couldn't really move or do nothing. And so that was that. Now, he wasn't, you know, paralyzed or anything like that, but the man had to have a lot of surgeries before he can go home. But anyway, I went over to meet him, and I liked what I saw. And that was that. And so met him on the first day. We ended up doing something. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth, but we didn't go all the way. We just did, you know, some lightweight stuff. And that was that. So anyway, after that or before that, or it probably was after, because you know how people are. He was like, oh, I really want to talk to you, this, that, and the other. You seem cool, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay, cool. And don't get me wrong, even though I'm into dating and all that good stuff, at that time, I wasn't really into the dating. I was actually getting myself started up with it. And so, because of his situation of, you know, him just out the hospital and so on and so forth, we couldn't go out like most couples. So I understood that, and I was fine with that, and that was what it was. So anyway, I met him and we hung out. Not hung out, I met him and I would go over his house most of the time. He came to my house maybe a handful of times, and that was that. I really enjoyed the time when we were at my house, because when I would be at his house, there was always somebody there, which was cool at the beginning. But then as time was going by, it was just like, we could never have me time by ourselves. And so that's why I used to always push the issue of, hey, let's go somewhere with just us, or let's go to my place, or whatever the case may be. And that was that. And don't get me wrong, we did go out a few times, but when we did go out, it had to been, was it with other people? I know it was with other people. I'm trying to see, was it the time we went by ourselves? You know, we did go to places by ourselves that it ended up being at his house, but then he had a family member there. So, that was that. I don't even know what the subject is. Listen, because I wrote some good notes, so that way I can tell y'all everything y'all need to know and be done with it. Anyway, back to, I went to his house and we messed around, and he said we was cool and this, that, and the other. So after that, I think maybe like a week went by, and I got this horrible habit of calling niggas daddy. D-A-D-D-Y. I call him daddy. And so he had a conversation with me, and he was like, how many other dudes that you call daddy? And I said, what you mean? What you talking about? And he was like, nigga, don't play with me. You know what I mean. And so I told him, I said, oh, you the only one, which he was the only one at that time, but I think I do call that to every guy. And so, ooh, excuse me. Oh, I forgot to pray. Lord, thank you for blessing me with this food. Thank you for blessing the hands who prepared this food. And Lord, let the food nourish me, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Lord, I can't even pray right. But anyway, he asked me how many dudes. I called daddy, and then, I already told y'all that deal. So he was like, look, I'm not trying to be your boyfriend. I'm not trying to tell you, that you want to stop what you're doing, but I would respect you more and respect us if, me and you be just us. So I was like, okay, well, you want to be exclusive. He was like, no, I'm not saying that. I just want it to just be us. So I had to break it down to him, like what my dating rule is. Dating exclusively, partnership, and then happily ever after. And so his words was, okay, if that's how you put it, then yeah. So I was like, okay, cool, so we'll be exclusive. So I put everything else down, y'all. I ain't talking to nobody else. I committed solely to him. And so, anyway, as time was going by, everything was kind of cool. We would have spats every blue moon. And when I say we had spats, like, if I wanted to converse with him about various situations or about something or an emotion that I was feeling and I wanted to clear my chest, he would take that as arguing. And I'm like, we're not arguing. We're just basically talking about the situation at hand so that way we won't, hit this hump again. And so he would always be in this like black man moment where he felt like, I was trying to start something with him or whatever. And it would pan down or stem down to, you don't want stuff to happen organically. And I don't like when people, put pressure on me about certain things and so on and so forth. And I'm like, dude, all I'm just asking you about where we at now, like what's going on. These are typical conversations that you do have with people. If you have some, I guess you're not unsure about certain things. And this is my thing, y'all. I was wrong in this situation anyway. I should have never had sex with the damn boy anyway. Because I have sex with him, it's like sort of kind of he has the upper leverage of like not controlling the relationship, but in the sense of controlling the relationship, if you get what I'm saying. My thing is, I should have never had sex with the boy. If I did not have sex with that boy, we probably wouldn't be having that conversation, and I probably wouldn't have been so... I don't want to say a dick yet, but I just wouldn't be so tied up with that person. And I guess I say tied up because I was solely committed to this individual. And I'm one of them people there where my word is my bond. If I tell you something or I tell you I'm gonna do something, then I'm gonna go all the way through to it, until I see that I don't need to go any further with the relationship. It is so good, but this shit is so motherfucking hot. I heard that lady give me mild. I think she gave me medium or something. But I'm still fucking it up. Anyway, let me see something. So anyway, that was that. We talked for a couple of weeks. He would have these spats and this, that, and the other. And it got to the point when we have the spats or whatever, we would stop talking to each other for maybe a day, sometimes two. And yeah, that was that. Anyway, at the end of the day, the big story that happened in between the relationship was close to Halloween, or actually on Halloween night. I believe it was Halloween night. We had went to the Netherlands. That's a haunted house that's in Decatur. So me and a group of work friends decided to go to the Netherlands. Before we planned that, well, while I was planning that, I asked him, hey, I know you don't want to go to the haunted house. Well, I actually he wanted to go to the haunted house because at this time he could ride in a wheelchair. And he was like, nah, he don't want to do that. He was feeling a bit emotional, because of things that was going on with him mentally and physically and so on and so forth. And, I used to talk him through those things and or whatnot to tell him, everything was okay. But he just still need to have his time. And I can respect that. So anyway, long story short, while my friends and I were planning this event to Netherlands, one of my coworkers was like, what are we gonna do after, the haunted house? And I was like, girl, nothing. I'll probably go over to the dude house I'm talking to, which is Red Beans and Rice, and, chill with him. And she was like, well, why don't we just all do something like at your place and have drinks and just have a good time or whatever and whatever. And I said, you know what? That'll be cool. So since we made that plan, I went ahead and I asked him what he was doing Halloween night. We're just gonna say it was Halloween night. And he said nothing. And I said, okay, well, what about your best friend, your brother that's coming over? Because he used to come over like all the time, every day. He was like, nah, I don't feel like being bothered with them. And I'm just like, well, you know they just pop up. So, you know, are we going to do something? Because I'm trying to do something with my friends. He's like, no, they got something planned. We're not going to do anything. I said, okay, cool. So that was that. So anyway, when the actual day came for us to go to the Netherlands, I had like a lot of shit I was doing. So I was running all over Atlanta. You know, I had went to work that day, and then I cut hair on the side, y'all. So this dude wanted me to give him a haircut, so I went down to cut his hair. I need to go see my mom, drop something off at her. And then, oh, this is so good. As time was going by, I was like, oh shit. I want to see, you know, the dude I'm kicking it with for a second before I go off. Plus, I want to surprise him and tell him, hey, pack your bag. I know you feeling some kind of way. Get you some stuff. Let's go to my house. And then I was going to, you know, just let him know, you know, go to my house. I'm going to let you chill there. I'm going to go with my friends. When we come back, we're going to drink, talk, have fun, start up the hookah, so on and so forth. So I had it, you know, going on. I had all that going on in my mind. So anyway, as I'm driving on the highway on 75 North, headed back to the city. Oh, this is going to be so good. I ain't even going to tell this. I gave him a call and I said, hey, what are you doing? And he was like, nothing. I'm just sitting here. I said, you still feeling like you was feeling earlier? He's like, yeah, but I'm good. I said, okay. I said, is your friends going to come over? I know you said they wasn't, but they're going to come over. Did anything change? Nah, we good. I said, okay. I said, well, look, I said, I know I'm supposed to be going to this haunted house. I think the appointment was like at 8 o'clock. I said, I'm going to come by your house. I want to see you right quick just to make sure you good and just put my eyes on you. I said, I'm going to leave. No, I said, I'm going to put my eyes on you. And I said, I got something I want to tell you. I said, so just hold tight. He was like, okay. Y'all, I'm feeling so good. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have my nigga over the house, my friends gonna be there, blah, 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 blah. 5 minutes later, the phone rang. So it was him. I picked up and said, what's up? He was like, my mom is trying to cook something or need something, and I wanted to know, can you run by Walmart right quick and pick it up? So I was like, cool. Y'all, I was pissed then. And this the thing. Jerome, you cannot be pissed because you have a mouth just like everybody else and you can speak up and say what you need to say. I was pissed because my thing is this. I'm just the new guy that's entering into, and this me, I could be wrong, y'all, but I'm the new guy entering into this guy's life along with his family and his friends that's coming around. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to, I guess, please everybody, which may be wrong. And my thing is that if I already told you, and I don't know if I told you this, but I was already short for time, and I told him what time I had to be at the haunted house and so on and so forth, and I just want to lay eyes on him. My thing is, why are you going to add something else to me? If you knew that your mom needed an errand ran or something like that, you could have got one of your friends to come over. And this is the thing, I didn't tell you all the story, but as I was going to this house more and more, y'all, I was going to the store more and more. I went to Walmart around his neighborhood so many times, y'all. I started to ask them damn people, can I clock in when I come in there? Have y'all ever, and my auntie does this and it aggravates me and everybody else that drive her around, but I hate when people know they do not have transportation or lack of transportation. They need you to run an errand for them or take them somewhere. And when they go to the damn store, they pick up one of everything. Nigga, pick up 3, 4, 5 other things. I'm like, come on. Don't be picking up these little traveling size packs or these small packs or something. Get the bulk pack, get the 3-pack, get the 2-pack or something. So it was like we was always going to Walmart, and my best friend had told me, she was like, why are you always going to Walmart for them? And I was like, well, I like them and it's cool. You know, it does make me mad, but you know, it is what it is. She was like, you know what? You're going to pay for that at the end because something's going to happen. Then you're just going to go off. And she said, at the end of the day, you need to start running your car up and down the road like that because you don't even go to the store like that. And she's right. Because y'all already know my story. I visit Sam's with my mama, and I get everything I need to get. My damn pantry, like I got about 4 kids around here, and it's just me, myself, and I. But anyway, I went ahead and just ran the errand, because I was like, whatever. Y'all, I wasn't even in my right mind of thinking, because this is Halloween night in Atlanta. I get to Walmart. Y'all already know they got one motherfucking register open. Y'all, when I tell you, it was every motherfucking body in Walmart from the West End. That line was so far in the back, I was just like, I cannot believe this is happening. Anyway, I ended up getting to his house. I was quiet, wasn't feeling it. He was asking me what was wrong with me countless times, which was cool or whatever, but I wasn't feeling it. And it was sweet that he was doing that because that's what you do in your relationship. You figure out the other person, so on and so forth, because I know I do stuff like that. But anyway, I told him, I said, hey, I want you to do me a favor. I said, I want you to pack your bags. I said, I'm in a rush right now. I said, me and some friends, we finna go to the haunted house like you already know, but when we come back, they want to drink and do hookah. What you mean about we going to your house? You supposed to come over here. I said, okay, but I'm telling you, pack up your bags, let's do something different. Now this is my thing, y'all. The boy ain't got no job. He was furloughed, or whatever the case is. You don't have no transportation. Your legs barely working. What is the deal about me coming over there now? I'm the one with the transportation. I'm the one with the car. I'm the one with the damn car note. So he was like, well, such and such is come over here. I said, oh shit. Oh. I said, you told me earlier, matter of fact, an hour and a half ago, that they weren't coming over because they was doing something you didn't want to be bothered with them. He acted like he didn't say that, or he ignored the fact, or he made it seem like, well, you know they was gonna come over here anyway. Y'all, before therapy, after therapy, during therapy, whatever you want to put it, I am not in the business of trying to figure out the black man. My thing is, if you make assumptions, you're damned if you do. And if you do make the assumptions, you're damned if you don't. It's just crazy. So, I was like, you know what? Okay, well, I'm not coming over because I already made plans with my friends and I told them what was up. And in between time, I was always going over his house. So it was like, let me spend time with my friends. I'm always spending time with your friends. So it is what it is. So anyway, I left out the house, pissed and aggravated. And one, because he didn't come over. Well, it wasn't that one, number one, that was number two. Number one, because I had to run a damn Walmart, which he told me I could have said no, but I had to run a Walmart. I'm like, I ain't gonna do that. So anyway, after that happened, he called me like maybe 2 minutes after I had got in my car. And he was like, what's wrong with you? And I told him that I'm pressed for time, I need to meet my friends, and you need me to run to some Walmart when I had already told you that I had to be somewhere at 8 o'clock. And I was late anyway. Not to his house, but I was late getting to my friends anyway after all that damn debacle. So he was like, well, you could have spoken and said it. You ain't got to do that. You should have just spoke up and said something. I said, you absolutely right. I should have spoke up. But just like I told y'all, I told him, I said, that's your mother. If your mother need me to do something, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Your mother don't even have my phone number. She has to go through you for her to get in contact with me. And I never talk to her on the phone. It's always you. So with that being said, you should have said, no, not this time, Mom, because Jerome has to do A, B, C, and X, Y, Z. I heard, but you didn't do that. Now, I could be wrong too, because I'm having the black man assume too for me. But is it really an assumption? Because I had already told the boy, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm going to come over to you for a second because I got to go run. I don't know. So anyway, he was like, well, I just would tell my mom and dad, we just won't ask you to do nothing anymore. First of all, you ain't got to tell your mother that. Second off, I'm trying to impress your mother. Third off, you need to know that when I'm telling you something, how can I squeeze in time to run to some Walmart for something that costs $3? Literally, it was $3, y'all. And I was there all day, and then I was short for time. So he got upset with that, and he was like, well, my friend's supposed to be coming over, this, that, and the other. I was like, whatever. So we stopped talking for like a day or two. Anyway, this is so good. Oh my God, it's so good. We made up, and of course I started spending the night over there, which I was already doing anyway. But I started spending out there again, and this happened immediately. Like, this happened the next weekend. This was the draw. So he was like, this weekend, what we'll do is, you come pick me up. Now that I think about it, I dated a damn scrub. But anyway, he was like, you come pick me up, we'll go to your house and we'll chill. I was like, okay, cool. So we did that. I put it in my calendar. No, I did not put it in my calendar. I normally put stuff in my calendar so I can keep up with what's going on in life, but I didn't put this in my calendar. So anyway, we made those plans. And when I was spending out his house, y'all, I was spending out his house like 3-4 times in a row. Like if I was going home, I would probably be at my house for 1 day, maybe 2, and then I was back at his house. So anyway, ooh, this is so good. What happened after that? Oh, so yeah, we supposed to be going to my house. So anyway, as time is going on, I think it was a Friday, I was off work. Oh, I was off work on a Friday. And I was in bed and I was like tired, like both of us was tired. And so we had already woke up a little bit, we had woke up and we was like talking or whatever, or I was looking at TV, I had the TV on while I was dozing off. My mom had called me. And so anyway, when my mom called me, I put on speakerphone, I put the phone on my chest. So she was like, Jerome, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm asleep. She was like, I know you had red beans and rice house. And I was like, yes, I am. And she was like, oh, hey. So after that, I was like, what's up, Mom? She was like, what you doing Sunday? Saturday. And I said, nothing. Mind you, at this time, he's up and he listens to the conversation, of course, and it's on speakerphone. And she was like, we're doing nothing. She was like, well, you know it's your grandma's birthday. I said, okay. She was like, okay, well, you need to come down to Columbus with me so that way we could do something. I was like, I ain't going. I was like, I'll call her and tell her happy birthday. And she was like, Jerome, she turned 85 years old. You need to come down now. You already gotta go? Jerome, you need to really go down there. And when my mom tell me something like that a couple of times, I'll be like, I need to go. So I said, okay, I'll go. And she said, good. What time you want to go down there? So we figured out the time. It was probably like 1 or 2 o'clock or whatever. I was like, cool. Anyway, when I got off the phone, he said, did you forget about what we were doing? I said, what are you talking about? And I said it just like that. He was like, I was supposed to chill at your house. And I said, oh my God. I said, I am so sorry. I forgot about it. I was like, well, we'll do it when I come back. I said, because when I go down to Columbus, my mother and I, we do not stay down there alone. We go where we need to go and we be headed right back to Atlanta. So he was like, oh, okay. And so that was that. Anyway, after that happened, I went to Columbus, came back, and by this time, this was probably maybe like, I came back to Atlanta, and I think I probably spent the night with him. I may have stayed home, but I probably spent the night the next day. This happened like 3 or 4 days afterwards. Child, y'all, when that happened, he had like such an attitude. And when I say an attitude, he just had an attitude. And I was like, what is wrong with you? Y'all, he was going through some finance situations. So I was just like, look, don't worry about all that. I asked him, I said, you don't have several, good jobs in the past. I said, have you ever cashed out, like on your retirement accounts, like the 401k, profit sharing, stuff like that? And he was like, no, I haven't did it. And I was like, look, you are needing money. You are feeling emotional about finances. I get it. I said, why don't you, call them and go from there? And so during this time, I think I was getting ready because his mama needed to go to Walmart again, child. And so he was like, I don't know how to take care. I don't know how to reach out to them, and the people at my job not picking up the phone. I was like, just calm down. Why don't you just ask me? I said, I know about stuff like this. So I said, look, 9 times out of 10, they may be with a company called Fidelity. Start with them and go from there. I said, if it's not Fidelity, they'll guide you. So y'all, I went ahead and left. He was handling that situation. As time is going on, he's texting me. He was like, it's not, no, he did not text me. He texted me and asked me what time was I coming back, what was going on with him and his mother, or with his mother and I. And I said, well, we in line at Walmart. And he was like, I just don't know if I can do this. I'm not feeling this. And I just feel like I'm losing myself. And I was like, let me call this boy. So I called him and he's just so emotional and stuff. And I was like, calm down. It is okay. Don't worry about it. I was like, you got me. I said, everything's going to be fine. Don't worry about nothing. And I said, well, what did the people say? And he was like, he didn't want to talk about it. Okay, we'll talk about when we get to your house. Child, we end up getting to the house. I get to his room. This thing is boo-hoo crying. I'm like, what is wrong? What happened? Did you hurt yourself or something? Child, he mad at the people, y'all, because he don't call at the last minute. It's for something. And these people talking about something they closed. They ain't opening up till the next day or Monday or something like that. I'm like, the people want to go home. You crying because of that? He's like, well, you don't understand because I need this money and I don't know what I'm going to live and this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, let them people go home and rest. They've been dealing with the pandemic just like we have and everything else all day, taking these calls from the office or at home. I was like, you're going to be able to get your money. You good. I said, and Fidelity is quick with money. You put your little account number in there, they would give you that money like ASAP. It's not even with Fidelity. I said, okay, well, you just told me that they ain't going to call you later. They guided you somewhere, so why are you trying to correct me on this? So he's like, you just don't understand. I'm like, oh my goodness. Anyway, after that, y'all, I had to go. And not because of that, but I had to go to work. I had picked up like a little second gear. So I tried to stay there as long as I could and just comfort him. But at that time, I was thinking, prior to that, I was like, you know what? This boy talking about his rent is not going to be able to be paid or whatever. I just pay the rent for him. And I didn't tell him that. But I was like, I just pay it for him. And so as time was going on, I was thinking about this because he was always complaining about finances. I had already made up my mind that when the opportunity comes, I'll just go ahead and be like, look, I got you. Don't worry about nothing. I'm going to take care of your bill for you. Yeah. I told God to give me a sign, y'all. And when I tell you that sign came within 5 minutes of that incident happened, because as soon as I got in that car, do y'all not know, that boy had a conversation with me and told me he got an issue with me leaving him, not because of the job thing, because I would hope not, but I have an issue with time management. Y'all, when I tell you I went off on that bitch so good, my thing is this, don't be talking to me about no goddamn time management like we at work. So he wants to bring up this thing, and I guess because the black man was down, so he want to bring up everything else and make me feel some kind of way, but nobody ain't finna take my joy. What I'm finna do is get upset and get your ass on and out my life. But he up there talking about the one thing he was focusing on was the situation about my mom and my grandmother. Y'all, before he got started, I told him 3 times, you can talk to me about anything you want to, but it wouldn't come to my mother and my grandmother. You ain't gonna talk about them. No. And you definitely ain't gonna talk about my grandmama because her ass got a car, because when she would go somewhere, her ass drive. But anyway, what's that? Oh, that's a piece of shrimp. So he was going in and in and in. And he kept bringing up my mom in there. I said, let me tell you something. I'm not gonna fuck with you like this about that. My thing is that if me and you had plans just to go to my house to look at my TVs, to suck in my air, that is not a good argument to have. I said, we can come to my house anytime. And I already told you that. I'm always coming to your place. I said, the moment that my mom called me and you heard her on speakerphone, because as soon as we got off, you made a comment and you said that, what about our time on the weekend? But you want to just bring up something with me and just bring me down about something. I don't understand. I said, second off, what did I say second off? I don't even know, and I can't even remember. But anyway, we just got to arguing, and he ended up, I guess he tried to read me or whatever. That's my son. That's why you got a house and you in there by yourself. Y'all, I just looked at the damn Bluetooth, and I was just like, did he really just say that? Like, that was supposed to be a read to make me like, oh. Like, okay, nigga. You win, bitch, because I'm done with you. And so, after that happened, he told me on that phone, he said, you know what? I ain't worried about it. I ain't talking to you no more, because at the end of the day, you'll come back to me, because they all do. And I told that black bitch, don't hold your breath. And we got off that goddamn phone. And that was it. And y'all, that was last year in November when I stopped talking to him. And I ain't called that nigga yet. Now, in the meantime, between time, when I talked to my homegirl, she was like, I cannot believe you was thinking like that. You never get no nigga no money. And I was trying to explain to her that, you know, I'm blessed. I've been in situations before and I know how it is. And if I'm talking to the dude, I should be able to do that for him. She's like, don't do that for him, because y'all ain't together. The nigga don't even want to claim you as a boyfriend because he always talking about titles. And she right about that too, because I remember when I was asking him about, you know, we're exclusive, but when we gonna have titles? Because I'm a title guy. He always been talking about, I need stuff to happen organically. Nigga, is it organically when your dick get hard? Well, it is organically when it get hard, because it's me. But at the end of the day, I'm like, organically, they're like, when niggas don't want to commit, they come up with so many excuses. But you know, like I said before, y'all, it's part of my fault too, because at the end of the day, I laid down with him all the time. I was spending the night over there. I was playing husband to someone who just wanted to kick it. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with kicking it. Because I'm all about giving you a little cutty buddy. You know, one to keep your body count down and everything else. But I don't know. But no, I was going to do that because, you know, at that juncture, you know, because of the lack of work that he had, you know, he had to go to his doctor's appointments and his money was getting low. So I told him, you know, I'll pay for your co-pays when we go to the doctor appointments. And so I took him to the doctor appointment probably about 3-4 times, maybe 5. 3 or 4, maybe 5 times I took him to the doctor. And I paid his copay. You know, I'm the dude that's with you. I take care of it. It's cool. That's the kind of nigga I am. I would want someone to do it for me. So that had happened. And when that was going on, he was like, I'm going to make sure you good. I'm going to take care of everything. You good. I'm going to make sure you good. Your birthday coming up. You know, we already going down there with some friends. Or with my friends, we going down. But I'm going to make sure you go for the upgrade our room. You're going to have a good time in Vegas. I was like, don't do that. He's like, no, I'm doing it. Y'all, before I know it, and this before all the arguing, but before I knew it, he had sent me a copy of my ticket. He had bought me the ticket and everything. And so I was like, you know what, that's why I was paying the co-pays too, because I was like, this boy ain't even got this goddamn money to be getting this ticket, but yet, he always complained about money and finances. And I'm like, sit your ass down. And y'all, he used to travel a lot. I don't know, was it prior to the pandemic, but I'm gonna say during the pandemic, because you know how these hood people get this extra money, and then they be like, oh, I can do A, B, C, and X, Y, Z. Child, I was staying my ass at the house during the pandemic. Well, we still in the pandemic. But I still stayed my ass at the house. I wasn't trying to go nowhere outside of Georgia. But, that was a lot of food. It's so good. But anyway, he bought the ticket, so I felt bad. But anyway, when we broke up or whatever, I ain't even said nothing about the ticket or whatever. You know, I'm sure he canceled and got his money back or whatever the case may be. But I never said anything about giving me the copay back, because my thing is, bitch, I don't pay for the fucking ticket. The ticket was, I think, was $127 or $117. Bitch, I think I'll pay like $40, $45 copays. So I don't pay for that ticket plus a little bit more. But you know, at the end of the day, bitch, I'm not complaining about it, because you get what's given to you, and it is what it is. Bitch, that $45 every time we won didn't hurt me, so I was just like, whatever, he can have it. But yeah, that was basically it. Let me see. Did I got everything? Halloween and yeah, he'll be back and all that. Yeah, that was it. But yeah, that's the story about red beans and rice, y'all. Now when I see him, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I dated someone like him. You know, some of my friends, they in agreement, but one of my friends, she be like, don't say that, because you know you did like me at one time. And I was like, you know what, you right. Just won't cross that chapter again because it's not for me. Oh, I do remember this, y'all. Y'all remember seeing that video? Who was in that damn video? Oh, I can't think what it was. Oh, yes, I do. Y'all need to watch it. Entanglement Part 3. I had that birthday party for my friend from DC that was turned up. Anyway, the night my best friend flew down to Atlanta, him and the DC crew, they went to Top Golf. I went too. And so after Top Golf, he didn't want to go home. He was like, shit, let's go to the club. Let's go to Bulldogs. I was like, you know what, your birthday is cool. That's what's up. He's like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go back to that hotel. He said, I just want to party all night. It's my birthday. Cool, let's do it. Plus, my ass ain't been out in forever. And matter of fact, that was my first time going out, y'all. Ooh, that was my first time going out in some years. Well, I'm feeling good. So anyway, we all went to DC. we go to DC. We all went to Bulldogs after Top Golf. Y'all, we get up in the club, paid our little money, walk by the little dance floor in the bar, and as soon as it opened up, the first person I see, y'all, I need something to fucking drink. Motherfucking red beans and rice. That's who the fuck I see. Looking directly at me, y'all. I'm like, oh my God. Hold on for a minute. Okay, I'm back. Y'all had to get me a little drink. I can't believe I ate all that hot ass food. Amaretto sour, y'all. This is my favorite drink in the world. Well, one of my favorite drinks. I remember one time, me and my bestie, ooh, we were young, we was in college. Our dumbasses got drunk off of amaretto sour. I know we was the laughing stock of everybody's joke. Cause these things so good. Oh, and on top of that, not on top of that, but my other drink I like to have is Malibu and pineapple juice. Coconut Malibu and pineapple juice. It is so good, y'all. But anyway, what the freak was I talking about? Oh, walked up in the club and seen red beans and rice, y'all. I was like, out of all the motherfucking niggas in the world, I had to run to him and his friends. So anyway, ooh. Y'all need to go make y'all one. Half and half. A little bit of sweet and sour. A little bit of amaretto. All right. Whew. So anyway, went in there, saw him. That was that. The DC crew didn't know who he was. No one didn't even give a damn. It is what it is. It was what it was. So y'all, we walked past them. And they're Bulldogs, if anybody ever been there, when you first come in, it's a bar all on your left-hand side, the dance floor on the right side, then it opens up to the little game machine things or whatever, and neighbors over there. And then when you go over all the way down, it opens up to another part that go down just a little bit, not like down. Little seating area, some pool tables, and another bar. Then when you go outside, you go on the deck, you go down the stairs, and then there's a bar all the way in the corner. So we went up there to the bar and started ordering drinks for the people. You know, I was with her. Y'all, I'm ordering the drinks for the people. My job is crowded there. It's a Friday night. I'm ordering the drinks for the people, getting the drinks out the way. Everybody just moving and shoving and stuff. And I'm like, what is going on? Y'all, I turn around, red beans and rice, his friends coming through. Anyway. So after that happened, child, I had got my little drink, passed out the drinks to everybody, whatever. That was that. So y'all was having a good time, going, you know, walking through the club, talking to the niggas, because y'all know I love some niggas. Dancing on the dance floor, having a good time. By this time, I went back outside to the patio. And remember I was saying you go to the patio, you go down, there's a bar over there. Well, right as you go down, there's another down entrance. And when I say down, y'all, it's like 5 steps down and 5 steps over here. It's like another one is down. But right here, it's like a thick piece of, how can you say it? Anyway, it's just the, you know, the part that you hold the, anyway, it's a piece of wood and I was sitting on it. Cause on the other side, they got a ramp for the people who need it for wheelchair access. And it's literally just for the wheelchair because it fits, it's that tight. And it's so that tight, y'all, there's a wall right there. I can put my hand on it and touch it. And then the guys are over there and they playing spades. So y'all, there was this dude I saw, real cute. Dark skin, tall, good hair, as if I can make a baby with the nigga. And you know, he was conversing. I like what he had to say. He was nice looking, easy on the eyes and all that good stuff. So we just talking, having a good time. I think he put his hand on my leg and stuff like that, so we just good. And so, as time is going by and I'm getting to this conversation, do y'all not know Red Beans and Rice walked right through past us on the handicap ramp? Now, most of y'all probably gonna laugh and read to my son, well, didn't he need to do it because he ain't got no legs? He was walking, y'all. But I'm just like, why would you come through this way? And so anyway, he came through that way. He had left, and I guess he had went to the bar to drink or seen somebody. I don't know. But his friend came up, was like, "Hey, how you doing?" "All right, hey friend, what's going on?" "I'm well." He was like, "Is everything good?" "Yeah, everything is cool." I said, "It's good to see you." I said, "You look good." You know, because I pay respect to people who I need to pay respect to. My thing is, I have an issue with your friend. I don't have an issue with you, you know. And so we shared a couple of words for about 30 seconds or whatever. And of course, when he was talking to me, I excused myself from the boy, even though he was right there, he heard everything. But you know, I'm just that polite type of nigga. And that was that. So, yeah, that was that. Some other stuff happened, child, but I'm so done talking about red beans. I'm just through with it. Y'all, this motherfucking food so good. I don't know what this is. Okay. This food's so good, y'all. But yeah, that's my story about red beans and rice. So I told y'all some more of my business. And I'm doing a mukbang. Mukbang, upbang, whatever it's called. This is so fun. I might have to do these more often. Ooh, I've seen that go in my beard. This is fun. Yeah, I've been meaning to do this for a long time. I was supposed to do it with this other dude. Because he was going to share his eating habits or experiences with me. But that didn't go through. He have a YouTube channel too. He's talking about some. I said, well, how we gonna do this? I said, because you know you're gonna be somebody on my channel for the first time. This is when I first got started. Well, I'm still started, but this is when I first got started. And I was like, how we gonna do this? I said, because you know, we met each other on Jack. And my followers know that I talk about my dating experiences. I talk about dating life and so on and so forth. I said, so how do you want to do this? And I say that, y'all, because I've been trying to figure out what people head at before we go any further, because I'm gonna let y'all know what's up. Because technically, you know, we was on that tip of talking. Now, if he want to save face and be like, oh, I wasn't talking to him, he want the fuck. So that was that. Well, I'm playing with that. So he was like, I don't want to do that because I don't want to do that because I don't want my followers to know about my sexuality and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, nigga, you sound like a punk. But I digress. I was like, what's the problem? I'm like, it's your personal life. Let them in. And he was like, well, I have a friend. Every time you tell about something, he got a friend that knows something. Nigga never do research on his own. He just follow the crowd. But I have a friend that said, you don't do that because you're going to lose followers. Child, as many gay people in this world, and as many as us that don't have, or don't feel like, I should say, don't have a avenue to speak freely, they'll probably be happy that you've done that. He didn't want to do it, so I was like, well, we ain't doing the YouTube at all. Because if you in my house cooking dinner, you only can be one of two things. My nigga, or the nigga I'm about to be, that's about to be my nigga. So there's that. And of course you could be a friend, but my thing is you ain't finna be my friend on no damn YouTube, but then you trying to get down my drawers. So I'm just like, we good. So I had to just stop talking to him because I'm like, y'all know my story. I came from another place before and I'm not trying to go back there again. Nope, sorry for you. This shit is so good, y'all. I can't believe I'm still fucking eating. This is so good. This is so good. What's the name of this place again? Wild Crab. Wild Crab is busting. I was gonna do Juicy Crab, y'all. But sometimes Juicy Crab be getting out of control with not following directions. Which, that's fine. I'm not gonna say that because it's hard working in these food industry these days with these fucking people. But Juicy Crab is slow sometimes, so I was like, let me go to Wild Crab. It's up the street from the house. I don't know, nobody's highway. And plus, I had the food one time before with a coworker. And when I went down, I was like, God damn, this food is good. Now, y'all, don't get me wrong. It all about the same. But it's just something about Wild Crab. It's like, it's just a little different. But I know the ambiance is really dope. They got outside eating and stuff like that too. So for those of y'all that not comfortable sitting in the inside, they got plenty of outside eating. And it's in downtown Decatur. Wild crab. But yeah, that's the story about that dude. I don't even want this. I don't even want business to that. I'm getting full. But yeah, so that's the story about that dude. That was that. I need to make another video too, y'all, about guys I've dated that y'all know about in the videos. And guys that y'all don't know about. So I do need to make that video as to my opinion on, I guess, something funny probably on why I dated them or what I liked about them or why I didn't make it with them, something like that. I do got another video that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna record that one tomorrow. That one's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. It's something that I said I was gonna do in another video, and I did it. And that's that. So I don't wanna give too much away, but that's it. But anyway, I guess I'm finna go and clean up what I'm messing up, because I'm playing over this food now. I don't even think I want it anymore. My stomach is getting full. It's late. I cannot believe I'm eating this late, y'all. I have this thing where I do not eat past like 7 o'clock. But today was different because time went past me. My homegirl, Deidre, was down here. So we was having a good time. And shit, I just didn't feel like doing nothing. But actually, then it's summertime, so the sun be going down late. So I'll be like, ooh, I get my life together. But anyway, I ain't got no more for y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all follow me. Make sure y'all tell y'all mama, y'all sisters, friends, cousins, co-workers, even tell those enemies. You know, enemies good for keeping up some motherfucking mess. So if they keep my name in their mouth, that's a plus for me. But anyway, it's me, Jerome. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.